Design thinking is the process where, it's sort of empathizing with the user, sort of understanding what their needs are and using that to create a product.
It helps you get organized and really know what you're doing.
I like probably seeing how the project changes throughout the time, because it usually starts out as a rough draft. It ends up a lot more complex and bigger than when you first started.
Now that I'm exposed to it in the classroom, I think I see it more outside of the classroom, and I see it when I'm doing a math problem or when I'm going down the ski hill.
We've been really excited to have the Edgerton Center working with us as we infuse design thinking into the curriculum. This summer and fall, we've been working intensively with our science department to bring design thinking to at least one unit in each of the grades. We just finished the 6th grade project, which was designing ways to teach the JK students about the birds on campus.
You want to pretend to be a hawk?
They're learning about beak adaptations and different types of beaks, and the different types of food.
He's learning which types of birds fly at different flight patterns.
Just looking around, you can tell that they're so engaged with every little activity, and it's because the 6th graders have really had their needs in mind.
There's a picture of the bird and there's arrows pointing to each body part, so then they get to see where the body parts are on each bird.
They've learned a lot without even being conscious of trying to learn. They just had fun playing with the stuff.
This is a longer, more deep project than we've done in the past. The 6th graders have been really involved and passionate about their projects. A key aspect to that is that they're designing it for an actual person, for one of their JK buddies, which is different than when you're just making it for the sake of making it.
We have always done some design thinking, but it's kind of like the difference between a teacher knowing why they're doing something and a teacher actually articulating that knowledge of why they're doing something.
These teachers are amazing, and they're doing a lot of what design thinking really is. We can weave it into a cohesive narrative. The students can have the same approach or the same mindsets and mentalities and frameworks when they're problem solving in all classrooms.
The thing that I love about adding the superstructure of design thinking is that the students are getting this common language around what problem solving can look like no matter what the discipline is, and I think that is driving an interdisciplinary thrust which they wouldn't have otherwise.
What we really want to see is our teachers and our students have this mindset where they are seeking problems and then feel like they're empowered to change them and to come up with solutions for them. And I think the real way to evaluate the program will be when we start to go into transference and see how these ideas could go to other schools.
It's been, it's been a lot of work, but it's been work that feels like it's towards the greater good, and it's felt really successful, and I feel like we've learned a lot for next year.
Meadowbrook has been a beautiful experiment, and we've learned a lot. The most beautiful thing that can happen now is to continue to share that and scale that in the most sustainable way possible.
Design thinking is really a way of thinking that really promotes the development of children. If kids are really thinking about, here's a real world problem and how do we solve that problem, man, great things can happen. That's my vision for the future.